to give Purdue a lift off of the bench. Hoiberg in. Sam Hoiberg for Nebraska. 6-foot redshirt sophomore. Son of the coach. Gary's second free throw is good. So Jawan Gary becomes the first Husker not named Rink Mast to score. It's 8-2 Nebraska. Bryce Williams guards Braden Smith as he brings it over the timeline right to left. Bounces at high right wing, caught by Mason Gillis. Now to Morton, swings at left side Lawyer. In it goes to Edey. Here comes the double team. Top of the key Morton, now to Lawyer. 3 on the way from the left side. He misses. Purdue can't make a shot right now. They are doubling Edey, making him throw it out of the post. And Purdue's not making the jump shots when given the opportunity. Near turnover, it is a turnover. Nebraska turnover. Tominaga had the ball knocked away from him out of bounds, and he couldn't save it in before falling out of bounds. 8-2 Nebraska. Early in the game, it's all Huskers. 15:36 to go in the first half. On the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard, this is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, old Charlie was... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. For the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is Coach Brandon Brantley, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
2023-24 Purdue basketball season presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Earn a degree you're proud of and employers respect. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell. We're early in the game. It's all Nebraska. Purdue feels like we're running in quicksand here to start this game, trailing 8-2. C.J. Wilcher subbing in for Nebraska, the 6'5", 214-pound junior from Plainfield, New Jersey. Started his career at Xavier. And here come the Boilermakers over the timeline, right to left, down 8-2, 15:50 to go in this first half. Braden Smith to the baseline, guarded by Hoiberg. Now works his way, left elbow, stops. Pivots, throws to Mason Gillis, top of the key. He'll drive, stop, bounce into Edey, and stolen. Not a great pass, stolen. 4 Purdue turnovers in the first 4:45 of the game. We have an injured player. Oh, we have not an injured player. We have Rink Mast bleeding from the nose. The game has been stopped because he is bleeding profusely from the right nostril. He'll be replaced by Josiah Alec, a 6'8", 231-pounder. Played at New Mexico and UMKC, but he is a Lincoln, Nebraska kid. He's born and raised here in Lincoln, played high school sports here in Lincoln. Football, track, and, of course, basketball. And we are what?
Some blood on Juwan Gary's jersey, potentially.
Oh, so that's why. Okay, yeah. Mask is subbed out of the game, but you're right. Gary has the jersey with the blood on it. So that's why we continue to have a stoppage of play. Well, look, Bob, in Purdue's 7-game winning streak, they're averaging 10 turnovers a game. They're already at 4 turnovers We haven't even played 5 minutes.
Yeah, that 12 turnover number has kind of been Purdue's magic number. Like, you keep it 12 or under, Purdue pretty close to unbeatable with just how talented they are this season and the rebounding advantage they're coming in, game in, game out. But the 4 turnovers so far, just brutal. Right there, Mason Gillis trying to throw a bounce pass into too tight of an area.
8-2, Nebraska the ball. 15:02 to go. We're back to action. Williams going to the right baseline, stepping back, shooting a jumper and missing, and it's rebounded by Purdue's Zach Eady. Quickly ahead to Braden Smith. Well, maybe Purdue can steal points in transition or something, because this half-court offense is not working against a stingy defense right now. Top of the key, Lawyer. Lost it. Another Purdue turnover. This time he just fumbled the ball out of his fingertips. 5 Purdue turnovers. Bryce Williams lobs it in, and Alec had it. Lost it, but to Juwan Gary it goes, and then it's stolen by Lawyer. A Purdue takeaway. Purdue gives it away and then gets it right back. Lawyer to the left elbow. Top of the key, Gillis. Inside it goes to Eady, and he's fouled on the catch, which stinks because he actually made the hook shot.
Of course, we can't buy a basket or even a shot at the basket at times here. And finally, Zach has a point-blank one, and they get a little nickel dimer there in the back on Alec.
Alex first. Out of the game, Fletcher Lawyer. Into the game, Camden Heide, the 6'7" redshirt freshman from Minnesota. Purdue with the ball, but Purdue trailing 8-2. 14:20 to go. We're in the first half. Braden Smith, a 3 on the left wing. Bullseye. Thank goodness Purdue makes a field goal. A triple from Braden Smith.
Wow, that was much needed finally to take that lid off that rim. A huge 3 there from Braden Smith. He inbounds the ball, relocates to the left wing. Nebraska doesn't find him.
Alec at the top of the key, dribbles once with the right hand, gives to Williams. Bryce Williams to the free throw line. Now he stops. Gives to Juwan Gary, top of the key, right back to Williams, left wing. To Hoiberg, left corner, back to Williams. Step back 3 against Heide. On the way is missed. Good defense by Cam Heide. Rebounded by Braden Smith. Purdue right to left and trailing 8-5 at the 13:40 mark. Purdue number 1 in the country. Gillis a 3 from straight away. Triple time. Mason Gillis. And just like that, the game is tied.
How about that? Just like that, Purdue all knotted up. Mason Gillis just stepping into a rhythm 3.
And Nebraska turned it over on a bad pass to the left wing. Here's the thing, fans. As I'm lamenting Purdue's turnovers in this first half, Nebraska just keeps returning the favor because they are also sloppy with the ball.
No question. I mean, a lot of ball game left. Obviously, this game can go either way. But if Nebraska is not able to win this game on their home floor, they're going to look back at these first 6.5 minutes and be like, man, we did not capitalize on an opportunity where Purdue was completely out of sorts.
3 turnovers for Nebraska. It's 8-8 at the 13:20 mark. Purdue with a ball. Gillis inside to Eady, spinning against Mast, missed a bank shot, and Mast rebounds. Rink Mast back into the game after having his bloody nose taken care of. And that's good for Nebraska. He has 8 early points. Does Rink Mast make it 7 of their 8. Alec gives it up to Jamarcus Lawrence. He's in the left corner, guarded by Morton. Now it goes to the high right elbow where it's caught by Mast. To a back-cutting Wiltshire, and he lays it in. An excellent play there by the Huskers for an easy layup for C.J. Wiltshire.
Rink Mast is an elite passer from the 5 position. Just threw a really nifty bounce pass there to a cutting Wiltshire who rubbed off of Mast.
10-8. Elbow jumper missed by Braden Smith. Rebound is going to go to the corner, and last touch by a hustling Camden Heide. I thought Cam might get to it. He dove into the Nebraska bench to try to save the ball in the corner, but he just couldn't quite get his fingertips on it. So on that loose ball rebound, it goes into the Nebraska bench, and that means Nebraska will have the ball. Caleb First will sub in, 6'10" junior from Fort Wayne.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that rebound came off just a little bit too far, or else we could have had a super fun Camden Heide.
He went aggressively to the board.
Man, yeah. That was going to be almost a nasty one-handed follow-up jam, but just off the tip of his fingers.
And then he hustled after it, just couldn't quite save it inbounds. C.J. Wiltshire, top side to Mast. Now to Wiltshire, free throw line, floater, blocked from behind, but a foul on Ethan Morton. Ethan thought he had gotten him cleanly. The official disagrees. And Wiltshire will go to the foul line with 2 foul shots. Nebraska 10, Purdue 8 at the 12-17 mark here in the first half.
Ethan did not like that call whatsoever. He felt like he got all balls. He swiped from behind Wiltshire, who had a step on him. That's a tough call to go against Morty there.
Look at this lineup on the floor right now for Purdue. Outside of Braden Smith, all bench players. Wiltshire's free throw, good. Don't be surprised. because Wilcher this year is now 15 of 17 at the foul line. He's only missed 2 foul shots. And just as I talk about Purdue's bench, Lance Jones subs back in for Ethan Morton. Second foul shot for Wilcher, good. 4-point lead now for Nebraska at 12-8. This building seats 15,000. Right now, Husker fans enjoying what they are seeing. Mason Gillis, a 3 from the left corner. Triple time. Another triple hit for Mason Gillis. And Hoiberg is fouled in transition by Braden Smith. It is not often you see Nebraska get out and run in transition after a made bucket, but they did. Braden fouling Hoiberg round about midcourt as we have a timeout on the floor. Nebraska 12, Purdue 11. 11:59 to go in the first half. On the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard, this is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Are you tired of propane service that feels cold and out of touch? Switch to Series Solutions. We've been earning the trust of this community for years. Competitive pricing, easy budget programs, no hassle, no hidden costs. Our local team would be honored to have you as a customer. Find us at series.coop to learn more. That's CERES.coop. And boiler up.
I get paid to do this. How cool is this?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach. And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Indiana Packers, Molson Coors, Purdue Federal Credit Union, Purdue Global, Warman Automotive Group, and Wabash. Each are great partners of Purdue Athletics. Nebraska leads Purdue 12-11. Zach Edey right now on the bench. No points, 2 rebounds. He's 0 for 2 shooting. As Nebraska, they are throwing the kitchen sink at Zach. When he gets the ball, they triple team him. They're daring somebody else for Purdue to beat him. Miles Colvin into the game for the first time, the 6'5 freshman from Indianapolis. He's playing with Heidi, so 2 freshmen on the floor right now for the Boilermakers as we're back to action. Nebraska with the basketball. Rink Mass dribbling along the left arc, trying to back down Caleb First, now stopping. And the ball is tipped, but picked up by Lawrence near the left elbow. 10 on the shot clock. Now to Mass, top of the key. Inside to Alec. Lost it, got it back. Shot clock at 5. Out to Rink Mast. An open 3 for Mast is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Caleb First. Mast finally missed a shot. Stop the presses. Purdue's down 12-11, but Purdue has the ball. Purdue in the black uniforms here on the road in Lincoln. A blizzard last night here in the state of Nebraska. Purdue came in early yesterday afternoon to beat the weather. Heidi at the right elbow extended. Now to Mason Gillis on the right block. Spinning and shooting over Mast and missing. Caleb First on the backside. Count the basket and a foul. Caleb First with an offensive reload, and he got fouled as well. Boilermakers at the line for an and one. Purdue's Degree Plus gives students the chance to earn a Bachelor of Science and one from the College of Liberal Arts, both in 4 years. Check out the Liberal Arts Degree Plus and see if and one is right for you.
What a huge play there by Caleb First. Nice job by Mason just to get that thing up on the glass. And Caleb First with Sam Hoiberg, the much smaller defender, trying to carve him out of there as Caleb's able to sink the and one free throw. Hoiberg can't carve him out enough. Caleb, using his size advantage, gets the putback finish through contact.
How about an and one with that foul on Hoiberg? Caleb First 3 points, and Purdue has a 14-12 lead. Man, it doesn't feel like Purdue should be leading. Tominaga, a three on the right wing. Left it short. Rebounded Lance Jones. How does Purdue have a 2-point lead? Oh, and a turnover. Lance Jones tried to throw it inside of Caleb First. It was stolen by Jawan Gary. Here comes Jamarcus Lawrence. He threw it out of bounds. Here's what I'm seeing in this game, Bob. Every time Purdue turns it over, on the ensuing possession, Nebraska turns it over. It's like the Huskers feel badly for us, so they give us the ball right back.
It really is. It's unbelievable. Nebraska just not taking advantage whatsoever of Purdue playing poorly.
Purdue has a 2-point lead despite not playing at their A game for the moment. Gillis, high left wing, throws it inside to First. Here comes a double team. Back to Gillis. He'll shoot a three. His feet were ready, but he didn't get that one to go. Rebounded by Cam Heide, and Camden lays it into the basket. A putback bucket for the Minnesota native, Camden Heide.
And no surprise, Purdue's offensive rebounding rearing its ugly head for Nebraska. Purdue coming through with 2 offensive rebound buckets the last 2 possessions.
Purdue leading 16-12 and doing it with guys offensively you don't normally think about. Caleb First and Camden Heide. Boilermakers with 4-point lead. Tominaga to Mast, top of the key. Wants to dribble down the left side of the paint, does, and makes a left-handed layup. Rink Mask is having his way with Purdue. 9 points in the game for Mast. Purdue's up 16-14.
Just a really good jab step there. Jab step right by Mass, and then dribble that thing hard left down the left seam, and he gets the angle on First.
First at the right elbow, left wing Heide. He wants to dribble on the left baseline and stops. Finds Gillis behind him for a three in the corner. Another three for Mason Gillis. His third made three of the ball game, and Purdue's up 19-14.
And how about Camden Heide right there, playing off 2 feet. He drives that thing hard baseline instead of jumping in the air, making a bad decision, jump stops. Mason Gillis wraps around behind, the plays behind you so much. And then Mason, what a huge triple there on the move.
Mass trying to work his way against First, shooting a right-handed hook shot and banking it in. Rink Mask is having the game of his life right now. Everything he's throwing at the basket is coming up roses. Purdue's up 19-16.
Impressive running hook there.
Caleb First, top of the key, dribbles once, hands to Miles Colvin. Colvin picks up the dribble, finds Lance Jones. Now goes in the corner to Gillis. Gillis with a three on the way. That one's no good. He's 3 for 5. 3-point shooting is Mason. Rebounded by Nebraska. Purdue 19, Nebraska 16. 8:35 to go here in the first half. Mask dribbles to the left wing, handing the ball to Jamarcus Lawrence. Back to Mask, going to pick and pop three. No, rebounded Caleb First. Purdue got lucky because Mast was wide open for that triple and missed it. Driving, Mason Gillis to the right block. Goes strong. He got hammered by Jawan Gary. If I would have told you Purdue's most efficient offensive lineup in this game tonight would be Lance Jones, Camden Heide, Mason Gillis, Caleb First, and Miles Colvin, you would have said to me,
I would have said that lineup doesn't have Braden Smith, Zach Edey, or Fletcher Lawyer in it, so you're insane.
Yes, I feel a little bit batty right now, but it's working, and here goes Mason Gillis to the foul line with 2 foul shots. And he misses the foul shot. He's a very good foul shooter. That's only the 3rd foul shot he's missed all year. Into the game, here comes Zach Edey. Here comes Fletcher Lawyer. Here comes Braden Smith. Let's see if they can continue the momentum that their teammates off of the bench have provided. 8:22 to go in this first half. Free throw on the way here for Mason. He got it. He makes 1 of 2. 10 points already in the game off the bench for Mason Gillis. By the way, that last foul was on Jawan Gary, his 2nd. So it's Purdue 19, Nebraska 16 with 8:22 to go. We're in the first half at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nebraska the ball, 20-16. Purdue a 4-point lead. Alec at the top of the key. Hand off to Williams, dribbles to the free throw line and stops. Finds Tominaga left wing. He will shoot a three. He'll make it. Tominaga, that's what he can do. A catch-and-shoot three. His first scoring of the game makes it Purdue 20, Nebraska 19.
That is such a high degree of difficulty three-point shot. Lance Jones even kind of jumped at him to take him out of his rhythm, kind of pump-faked and still let it fly. Nothing but nylon.
Purdue leading by one with a ball, and here's a foul away from the ball. It's on whom? Tominaga, maybe? Yeah. He was trying to double in the post on Edey, even though Edey didn't have the ball. He was trying to provide some help side defense, and the foul on Tominaga is his first, and we have a timeout on the floor. Purdue 20, Nebraska 19, 7:44 in this first half on the Central Indiana Honda Dealers scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
If you're a Boilermakers fan, you know that scoring big is everything. Few things feel as good as watching your team pass, shoot, and dribble their way to victory. Off the court, you can experience that same feeling with a Magnum tractor from Case IH. Magnum tractors match the power, speed, and strength of the best Boilermakers by helping you net every challenge that comes your way. Score big with a Magnum tractor this season by visiting your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to learn more. Boiler up.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
This is Chase Martin, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM Big Ten Radio. Tune in for news, talk, analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got Purdue covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/Big Ten Radio 2023. Purdue 20, Nebraska 19, despite the fact the Boilermakers have 0 points from Zach Edey. It's been the play of the bench that have been the big key right now for Purdue. Purdue's bench points 15-4. Lob to Edey on the inbound, and there we go. He dunks the ball on a baseline inbound for the first scoring of the game for Zach Edey.
A really nice, well-designed out-of-bounds play there with Zach Edey coming off a little rub screen right to the front of the rim. Fletcher just lobs it up to him. Nothing Nebraska can do.
Lawrence using a screen from Alec, working his way from the right to the left. To the top of the key he goes. Now they bounce it down inside where it's caught by Bryce Williams on the left block. Guarded by Braden Smith. Shoots a floater over him and he misses it. He had the height advantage. Missed the jumper, however, and Zach Edey rebounds. Bryce Williams is 6'7". Braden Smith to the right elbow. Right baseline, I beg your pardon. Out high. It goes now to Fletcher Lawyer, left wing, and here's a foul away from the ball. This one again on Nebraska, and that'll be team foul number 7. This one will go against Josiah Alec, his second. 2 fouls on Alec. He's their backup center, and that means 1-1 for Zach Edey. The only bad news about Alec having 2 fouls, he goes out of the game, which means Rink Mast comes back in.
Right, really the one guy for Nebraska who has been on his game so far is unfortunately entering back into the fray.
We don't want Rink Mast in there, Purdue fans. He's been killing us. First foul shot for Zach Edey is no good. Zach missed it, rebounded by Bryce Williams of Nebraska. Purdue's up 22-19. Huskers have the ball in their white uniforms. They work left to right here in the first half. Tominaga from the left elbow will stop, find Williams on the high right wing. Down inside to Mask, trying to size up Edey on the right baseline. Going at Zach, shooting and having it blocked. Blocked by Edie. Second block of the game on Edie. Both of them have come against Rink Mast. Purdue with the ball here at the 6:40 mark. Braden Smith finds Lawyer. He's at the top of the key, drilling with the left hand. Now to Trey Kaufman in at the right elbow. Out to Braden Smith for a three on the way. It is short and rebounded by Bryce Williams, and he was fouled by Zach Edie. Foul on Edie will be his first. That brings a huge rousing ovation from the fans. That typically happens when Zach has a foul called on him. The opposing fans get all excited. Team foul number 4 on Purdue. Nebraska has the ball. Purdue's up 22-19. Bryce Williams brings it over the timeline. He's a 6'7" point guard, guarded by Purdue's 6-foot point guard, Braden Smith. To Mask between the circles, dribbling with the left hand. Now coming down the left side of the paint, stopping in the left block. To Tome Naga. He dribbles in, shoots, was going to shoot a floater, then gave it up at the last second to Gary on the baseline. He will shoot a jumper, he will miss, and it's rebounded on the weak side by Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. 6 minutes exactly to go here in the first half. Purdue up 3, 22-19. Purdue trailed 8-2 right out of the gate. Lawyer working against man-to-man defense on the perimeter left. Bounces to Kaufman Wren. Now he's swinging high right wing to Morton. To Braden Smith, inside to Edie. He'll spin, he'll shoot, he'll leave it short. Rebounded by Trey Kaufman Wren. Shot clock at 2. Purdue's going to have to shoot it. Lawyer at the horn, lets it fly. Got it! A triple time! Up against the shot clock.
Holy cow, Fletcher Lawyer, nice presence of mind there to get that thing up. Zach Edie once again, airball on the hook shot, so he had to get that thing up there with the shot clock winding down.
Mashed a 3 at the other end, counters for Nebraska. 14 points already for Rink Mast. He averages 13 a game.
Yeah, nice pick and pop action there, Mast. A deadly threat there on the pick and pop.
Purdue 25, Nebraska 22. Only regular season meeting this year between these two ball clubs. We're at the 5-minute mark. Braden Smith to Morton. Swing it right wing where it's caught by Lawyer. He'll dribble to the baseline, shoot a fall-away jumper. No good from 12 feet. Rebounded Nebraska. Here they come on the run. Tome Naga layup short. Rebounded and saved. Inbounds. Last touch by Purdue. Braden Smith was trying to save it inbounds baseline right. But apparently he had a foot on the line as he was trying to save it. And that gives the ball back to Nebraska.
Yeah, Braden was bummed out right there. He felt like he'd made a good play, but unfortunately his right foot was on that baseline as he tried to save it off the body of Juwan Gary.
4:43 to play first half. Purdue 25, Nebraska 22. Purdue has the lead despite the fact Zach Edie has just 2 points. Tome Naga a 3, right wing, good. A catch and shoot 3. He is deadly at that. His second made 3 of the game, and we're tied at 25.
Just a really difficult shot. He comes off sprinting off that thing. No hesitation, though. Gets it over the outstretched hand of Ethan Morton.
Top of the key catch for Gillis. Swing it right wing, Morton. Now top of the key, Edie. Dribbles once, hands to Lawyer. Lawyer to Gillis. Straight away, wide open 3. Triple time. 4th made 3 of the game for Mason Gillis.
Well, Purdue's just putting them in a bind with raising Mason Gillis to the top of the key. So much attention on Zach Edie.
Purdue's up 28-25. Nebraska the ball. Tome Naga, high right arc. Gives it top side where it's caught near the center court by Bryce Williams. Shot clock at 8. Williams wants to go against Edie one-on-one. Picks up the dribble at the top of the key. Hands to Juwan Gary. He'll dribble down the right side of the paint. He was fouled by Edie, and he made the shot. Count the basket. And more importantly, a second foul on Zach Edie. Juwan Gary will have an and one when we come back to Lincoln. Purdue 28, Nebraska 27 on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
Check out Honda certified pre-owned vehicles. They are like new and only available at your local Honda dealer. Checked, inspected, and reconditioned with genuine Honda parts by factory-trained technicians. Honda certified it and backed it with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Certified pre-owned Hondas are in stock now at your local Honda dealer. Drive worry-free with a 7-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Honda certified it. Only when you buy at your local Honda dealer.
Water damage from a busted pipe can be a real nightmare in these frigid temps. For over 40 years, Hayes & Sons has been restoring water damage in Indiana homes and businesses. They'll help you navigate your insurance claim and get your life back on track. So when a water disaster strikes, tell your insurance agent you want Hayes & Sons for your restoration work. Visit HayesandSons.com for more information.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Purdue fans win a prize pack with tickets to the Purdue-Michigan State game on March 2nd at Mackey Arena. Go to PurdueSports.com/basketball VIP and register by February 23rd for a chance to win. Brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics. Purdue's bench, right now the difference in the game for the Boilermakers. 18 bench points for Purdue. 13 of those coming from Mason Gillis. Purdue leads 28-27.
Mason has been extremely impressive, and talk about a senior coming through in a big moment for Purdue where really struggling out of the gate, out of rhythm. Mason comes in, and he has been a massive lift, stroking that 3 ball for the Boilers.
Juwan Gary at the line here, free throw line right for Nebraska, trying to tie the game, and he does. He completes the and one. So the score is tied at 28 with 3:40 to go here in the half. Lance Jones right to left over the timeline. Tominaga guards him. Left side, Braden Smith. Skip it to Lawyer, right baseline. He wants to drive. Got to the rim and got fouled. He went strong to the basket. Drew the foul from Juwan Gary. That'll be his second. 2 fouls on Gary. Into the foul line will go Fletcher Lawyer. Nice job of Fletch not to settle for a 3 in the corner. Shot fake and drove aggressively.
Well, the closeout is coming from such a long way. They're having to just full sprint as Fletcher swishes the first free throw. They're having to full sprint on these skip passes across court, and Fletcher makes the right decision. He's coming, with a lot of head of steam at him, so Fletcher just immediately rip and go, blows right by the closeout, and is able to kind of Euro step his way and get some contact.
He did make both free throws. Fletcher in the game has 7 points, 4 of the 7 from the foul line. And Purdue's up 30-28. Nebraska the ball, 3:25 to play in this opening half here in Lincoln. Rink Mask is now guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Zach Edey on the bench with 2 fouls. Tominaga a 3. Right wing. His third made 3 of the first half. Nebraska's ahead 31-30.
Well, that is a mistake there by Lance Jones. Scouting report stuff, got to be really attention to detail, especially guarding a guy as good as Keisei Tominaga. Lance Jones goes removed on that pin down on the right wing. And Keisei Tominaga sees it, stops on a dime behind the screen, and is able to get the space for the 3 ball.
1-point lead for the Huskers here at home. Lawyer a 3 from straight away. Missed it off the front of the rim. Mast rebounds and went out of bounds baseline left. And the official says last touch by Nebraska. So Purdue will have the ball out of bounds baseline left with 2:59 to play. First half, Purdue trailing 31-30. Lawyer the trigger man. Into the corner he throws. To Mason Gillis. Swing it around to the top side. Caught by Braden Smith at 12 on the shot clock. Into the corner. Lance Jones' 3 is on the way short. Rebounded by nobody. Out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue. Trey Kaufman-Wren was battling Rink Mask, and it went out of bounds. Last touch by Trey. So the Huskers have the lead and the ball, 31-30. Bryce Williams Dribbling between the circles with his left hand, guarded by Braden Smith. To Tominaga, left wing. Lance Jones on him. He's still going to pull the trigger, and he's still going to hit it. Man, can that guy shoot it. That time he was well covered.
That is an unbelievable high degree of difficulty shot. He is just a super talented shooter.
And Hoiberg a steal. To the other end, layup good. Timeout Purdue. Nebraska's up 36-30. 2:15 to go in the half. Back-to-back Tominaga threes. And then a steal and a run out for Hoiberg. His first scoring. And the Huskers are up 36-30.
Just a great heady play there by Sam Hoiberg. He is super active, plays incredibly hard, just jumps the passing lane right there. A little bit of a lackadaisical pass by Lance Jones, who's just been out of sorts this whole game, not really giving Purdue a lot on either end. And Sam Hoiberg jumps in front of Braden Smith and then goes coast to coast for the finish. Purdue going to bring Ethan Morton in the game to try to hopefully slow Tominaga down, who is obviously feeling really good and in the rhythm. It's exactly what Purdue wanted to avoid. You did not want Tominaga to get his head up and start feeling good about himself, and now he's starting to make really high degree of difficulty shots. This is a big stretch here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. You're down 6. Zach Edey, your star player, saddled with 2 fouls on the bench now. What is Purdue able to do these last 2 minutes to try to get some positive momentum going into halftime?
Tominaga, 12 points on 4 made threes. He averages 14 a game. It's been Tominaga and Mast doing all the damage offensively tonight for Nebraska. Gillis inside of Trey Kaufman-Wren. Spins against Mast, and he was fouled on the spin. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Trey Kaufman-Wren. He was trying to spin to the right shoulder to get to the basket, and a reach-in foul came from Bryce Williams. Second foul on Bryce Williams. 2 minutes exactly to go here in the first half.
And a big 1-and-1 here for Trey Kaufman-Wren. Nebraska did a good job there staying on his left shoulder, knowing he wants to get to that jump hook. He spun back the other way, but Williams reached in. Big free throw here.
1-and-1 for Trey. Shoots it, missed it. Rebounded by Nebraska. Trey, who had a season-high 23 points Friday night against Illinois, right now scoreless. Nebraska the ball and up 36-30, and now a foul away from the ball. Ethan Morton tried to stop Tominaga from cutting left to right. Team foul number 6. Second foul on Ethan, I should say.
Fortunate there, no fouls to give at this point. They had one there, so at least Tominaga not going to the line yet.
Tominaga between the circles. I thought he was going to pull the trigger from there. He'll instead throw to Hoiberg. He'll shoot a 3, and he'll make it. Hoiberg makes a 3. And just like that, it's 39-30.
Miscommunication by Purdue defensively allows Tominaga to find Hoiberg wide open.
Braden Smith to Gillis, faking a 3, now shooting a 3, no good. Rebounded by Hoiberg. 1:22 to go. It's all Nebraska for the moment. They're leading 39-30, and the Huskers have the ball. Tominaga to Mast between the circles. Now back to Tominaga. To Hoiberg, who will drive in from the right block. Shoot a reverse layup and make it. Now Hoiberg is making some wild shots. 11-point lead for Nebraska with 1 minute remaining.
What a finish, Sam Hoiberg. A left-handed spinning reverse layup. Got a lot of English on that layup.
Gillis a 3 from straight away. No. Rebounded Nebraska. They try to throw it to the other end, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by Purdue. They tried a baseball pass from one end to the other. Fletcher Lawyer in a free safety position tried to intercept it, but he never quite got his hands on it cleanly, and it goes out of bounds, and Nebraska keeps the possession with 44 seconds remaining.
Well, Purdue getting another really good look for Mason Gillis right there, top of the key. Unfortunately, leaves it short, and Nebraska all the momentum.
And Nebraska the ball. Mashed against Trey Kaufman-Wren at the right elbow. Picked up the dribble with a shot clock at 18. Goes to Hoiberg between the circles. He dribbles right elbow extended now to Wilcher, who's at the top of the key. Throws into Mast. Mast spinning against Gillis. Misses a bank shot, rebounded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Shot clock is off, so Purdue can hold for the final shot, trailing 41-30.
Need a bucket.
Purdue was up 28-27 3.5 minutes ago. Now Purdue's down 41-30. We're down to 6 seconds. Purdue better hurry now. Braden will drive to the baseline. Kick to Morton. A three from Ethan at the horn is no good. And we will go to the halftime locker room with Nebraska having all the momentum here in Lincoln. Purdue outscored 14-2 over the final 3:40 of the first half, mainly because of the red-hot shooting from the guard positions in both Keisei Tominaga and Sam Hoiberg. Nebraska 41, Purdue 30. We have reached the halftime horn. Our Coors Light halftime report begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
What is 988? It's a way forward. It's a listening ear. It's whatever help you need when you need it. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline offers trained crisis specialists ready to talk to you 24/7. If you or someone you love is experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis in their life, call or text 988. Want more information? Visit 988indiana.org.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count for your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Coors Light, made to chill. Proud sponsor of the Purdue Boilermakers. Also brought to you by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. And by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
Halftime at Pinnacle Bank Arena, where Nebraska leads Purdue 41-30. Rob Blackman here with my broadcast partner, Bobby Riddell. This is the Coors Light Halftime Report. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Proud partner of the Purdue Boilermakers. For those wondering, the biggest deficit Purdue has faced all season is 12 points. That was against Alabama in Toronto. Right now, Purdue's down 11 at 41-30. Bob, if you're going to knock off the number one team in the country, hold the best player in the country to just 2 points and shoot 70% from three, that normally will get it done. And that's what happened in the first 20 minutes.
No question about it. Got to give Nebraska a lot of credit on the defensive end. But, you know, Zach Edey, he's been just, it's a testament to how consistent he's been, right? The last couple of years, he's just game in, game out, pretty much a double-double. And this is probably the worst game I've seen Zach Edey play in some time. I mean, it's only a half of basketball so far. But as far as the offensive end goes, you know, the style of defense Nebraska plays, it's really difficult for a guy like Zach to get into any sort of rhythm because he's not going to get a lot of touches. When he does, he's swarmed immediately. And you can tell just because the couple of shot attempts he has had, I mean, he's missed 2 jump hooks. by like a combined 5 feet.
Yeah.
Well short on both attempts. I mean, you can just tell he has zero rhythm. He's having a hard time figuring out, okay, when's the double coming? How quick is it coming? He's rushing those. I mean, clearly those jump hooks have to be rushed for him to miss them that badly. And so, yeah, when your best player is not only saddling foul or dealing with foul trouble, but just playing extremely poorly, you're going to require a lot of the other guys to step up around him. Mason Gillis certainly came through for a large portion of that first half, but even he missed a couple shots there down the stretch while Nebraska was able to push that lead in those crucial final minutes of the first half.
Mason Gillis, 13 points. He's 4 of 8 from the three-point line. Purdue's down 41-30. We'll return to the Coors Light halftime report in a moment with the halftime stats presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross 8 Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com. Proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, old Charlie was... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Canon 4 helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit canon4.com. That's CANNON, 4.com.
'Cause we're gonna be...
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Nebraska 41, Purdue 30. Let's look at the halftime stats presented by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is a proud supporter of Purdue basketball. Ruoff's top-notch customer service makes your home ownership dreams an easy reality. Apply online at ruoff.com. In the first half, Nebraska 15 of 28 shooting. That's 54%, but they were 7 of 10 from 3. Tominaga himself 4 of 5 from the three-point line. And Nebraska went 4 of 5 at the foul line. So they shot 54, 70, and 80. Not too shabby. Right now, the leading scorer is Rink Mast for Nebraska with 14 points. Tominaga has 12. Purdue in the first half was 9 of 28 shooting, 32%. 6 of 18 from 3, 33%. Purdue made 6 of 9 foul shots. Boilermakers led in scoring by Mason Gillis off the bench with 13 points. Fletcher Lawyer has added 7. The score at halftime is Nebraska 41, Purdue 30. Coors Light, mountain cold refreshment made to chill. Official partner of Purdue Athletics, 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. For the moment, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. Bob Riddell has a look at the out-of-town scoreboard presented by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. When we come back to the Coors Light halftime report, it's Nebraska 41, Purdue 30. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
University Bookstore is the official textbook source for Purdue Athletics and the home of the original Purdue Pete. Cash in on 3-Point Thursdays with Purdue men's and women's basketball. When Purdue scores, so do you. With winning home games, you can save up to 39% on in-store purchases. Gear up for game days with the #1 fun place for Purdue. University Bookstore, 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. It's University Bookstore.
You work hard. And at First Farmers Bank and Trust, we work hard for you. Since 1885, we've committed to helping families, businesses, and communities thrive financially. From home to the office, to the field, to the arena. We value hard work and perseverance as much as you do. Experience banking built on heart and grit today. Learn more at ffbt.com. First Farmers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. That's why we make trucks like Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight and counting. Made for performance and capability. Made to play hard and work smart, on and off-road. That's because they're built Ford tough. So be future ready with Ford F-Series, based on 1977 to 2022 calendar year total sales.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the 2023-24 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite school or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. That's thedirectorscup.com and L Directors Cup on Twitter. Trophies will be awarded in June 2024 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Welcome back here to the halftime show. Purdue trailing 41-30 at the half here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Time now for our out-of-town scores segment, and today's out-of-town scores are brought to you by your Central Indiana Honda dealers. There was one other Big Ten game being played here this evening, and that was between Rutgers and Indiana. Rutgers with a 66-57 home victory over the Hoosiers. As far as top 25 action from around the country, 18th ranked BYU currently leading 14th ranked Baylor at the half, 39-33. 17th ranked Colorado State at the half, trailing Boise State 28-21 on the road at Boise State. Another game at the half, 20th ranked Utah State leads Wyoming 35-33. At the half, 22nd ranked Creighton with a sizable lead, 47-30 over DePaul on the road at DePaul. That game is being aired on CBS Sports Network. 11th ranked Duke dominating at Pittsburgh 48-23 at the half. That game is on ESPN. 16th ranked Auburn with a 30-22 lead at the half over Texas A&M. That game is on ESPN2. Some games that have gone final. Iowa State with a big upset victory over second ranked Houston 57-53. 6th ranked Kentucky with a home win 90-77 over Missouri. 25th ranked Texas ekes out a huge road win at Cincinnati 74-73. And then one other game later on this evening, 19th ranked San Diego State will visit San Jose State at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Drive the road to win with Honda and have fun off the court with the most fun-to-drive vehicles. Your Central Indiana Honda dealers are proud supporters of Purdue Athletics. We'll take a look at the keys to the second half in just a moment when we return to the Coors Light halftime report. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us jive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
Talking on the phone is difficult if you've been exposed to loud noises over time. Combat veterans, factory workers, farmers, gun and motorcycle enthusiasts can have trouble hearing on the telephone. Relay Indiana helps return clarity to your phone conversations. Relay Indiana also provides free loaned equipment to those who qualify. Get the CapTel caption telephone from Relay Indiana. Visit RelayIndiana.com now. Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
Nebraska has not beaten the number 1 team in the country since they knocked off number 1 Missouri in 1982. They haven't beaten number 1 at home since 1964 when they beat Michigan. Right now they have the number 1 team, the Purdue Boilermakers, on the ropes. It's 41-30 as we begin the second half of action from Nebraska's Pinnacle Bank Arena. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. Nebraska has the ball as we open the second half of action. 11-point lead for Nebraska. Again, Purdue's largest deficit of the year, 12 points. That was against Alabama in the game played in Toronto. Tominaga had the ball knocked away from him and Lance Jones way into the backcourt, but Tominaga runs it down. Goes to Rink Mask at the top of the key with a shot clock at 10. Mask wants to drive against Edey. Will shoot a right-handed hook shot, and he will miss it. Cam Heide rebounds. Heide in the starting lineup for the second half, and so is Mason Gillis. Purdue makes a couple of changes in the starting lineup to begin half number 2. Trey Kaufman-Renn and Fletcher Lawyer are on the bench to start the second half. Braden Smith fakes a 3, goes right side to Heide. Top of the key to Gillis. Had a fumble through his fingertips, but he got it back. Shot clock is now at 9, however. Perimeter left, Braden Smith with it. Going baseline left. Tried to throw it into the corner, and it hit the bottom of the backboard, and it's grabbed by Tominaga of Nebraska. Was trying to throw that pass to the opposite corner, and it hit the bottom of the basket. Tominaga a 3, short from the left wing. And on a rebound, we have a foul. What happened? Oh, I see it now. I see a Nebraska player is lying on the floor. That's Juwan Gary under the bucket. Play was stopped. I don't know if a foul was called on Mason Gillis or not, but play was stopped.
Foul was on Mason, yes.
So there was a foul on Mason, and now it appears they're going to go to the replay monitor.
Yeah, the official who called the foul immediately stuck his finger in the air, signaling they want to take a look at it. Mason obviously committed the foul and maybe was a little bit too aggressive with the shove or something of that nature.
Yeah, I was too busy following the flight of the ball. All I know is I heard the whistle blow. I looked up, and there's Juwan Gary lying underneath the basket.
You finally get Tominaga to miss a 3, too, right? I mean, they go 7 of 10 from 3 in the first half with Tominaga 4 of 5. You finally get Tominaga to miss a 3, and you get a foul on the rebound. Mason Gillis, well, he just steps to box out Juwan Gary. I mean, there's literally nothing flagrant about that at all. It's just shoulder to shoulder. Gary's momentum taking him towards the baseline, and Mason's a big, strong dude. You know, it's a common foul, but...
yeah, that's the old hit first in rebounding, right? Be the first to hit.
Yeah, be the first to hit. I mean, Gary probably embellishes the contact a little bit. I know Mason's a strong dude, but so is Juwan Gary. But he probably lost his balance a little bit after the hit and fell. I don't understand. Like, this flagrant foul thing across the country is just blowing my mind.
We're starting to see it everywhere now.
What are we looking at? I mean, this is a clear, regular box out. The guy falls down to the ground, and it's a common foul. Like, I'm not sure what the officials saw that would warrant this being flagrant.
Well, they're taking a long time to look at it. Rob Riley right now, the official, looking at the monitor. It's a new season at Kohl's. Find fresh, everyday styles for you and your home at great prices. Shop Kohl's at Kohls.com today. Now official Tim Comer is going to go take a look.
He puts his shoulder into a guy. I mean, he's trying to keep him off the glass.
Well, a couple of interesting notes here. Number one, Matt Painter changes things up to start the second half with Mason Gillis and Camden Heide starting the second half. And Trey Kaufman-Wren and Fletcher Lawyer both starting the second half on the bench. Well, now the officials will go and talk to the respective coaches. Oh, my goodness. They call that a flagrant one? Wow.
I have no idea what is happening.
A flagrant one on Mason Gillis sends Jawan Gary to the line, and Nebraska will get the ball. So Purdue thought they had secured a defensive rebound. Instead, Gary gets 2 foul shots. First one on the way for Jawan Gary is no good. Off the front of the rim. Matt Painter is still pleading his case to the officiating crew.
I just read his lips. He goes, that's a basketball play, which it completely was.
Second shot on the way here for Jawan Gary, and he missed them both. Jawan Gary, a 69% foul shooter, missed both foul shots. But again, Nebraska still gets the ball here because of the flagrant one. So Nebraska gets the ball back, baseline left.
Well, guys, don't box out too hard. You don't want to get a flagrant.
Boy, that is a tough one to swallow if you're a Purdue fan. Ugh. Nebraska with the ball. They have an 11-point lead. Mast, a 3 on the high right wing is no good. Rebounded by Mason Gillis. So Purdue ends up with the ball anyway. After all of that, they did not give up any points to Nebraska.
Or commit a flagrant.
41-30. Zach Edey catches it high right elbow, gives to Braden Smith, top of the key, Gillis. He throws it into Edey. He'll spin, and he was fouled on the spin by Mast. Before he shot the ball, Mast committed the foul on the spin move to the bucket. Again, the problem, look, I know I'm being greedy here, but Zach made the shot.
Right.
I'd rather than just not call the foul and let's take the 2 points. Instead, Purdue inbounds baseline right. First foul on Mast. Heide the inbounder. 18:38 to go in the game. Purdue down 11 inside to Edey, and he is, I don't know, called for a foul, or no, it goes against Nebraska. There was a lot of contact down there between Edey and the defender Tominaga, or was it, might have been Lawrence. Foul goes against Lawrence. Let's try again. Purdue with the ball here. Nebraska fans didn't like that call. Right now the officials don't have anyone really liking them for either team. Lance Jones to the rim, scores on a layup. First scoring of the game for Lance Jones coming down the right side of the lane. Purdue's down 41-32 with 18:15 to play.
And that was a big-time aggressive take there by Lance Jones. So much attention on Zach Edey battling his man. He's able to get an angle.
Lawrence floater, left baseline, no. Camden Heide rebounding. Purdue's down 9. Purdue with the ball, 18 minutes to go in the ball game. Braden Smith pulls up from 18 feet on the right wing, and he hit it. Boilermakers with a couple of quick buckets coming out of the halftime locker room. Purdue's down 41-34.
That's his deal right there, and it's amazing. Sometimes, a bad call to go against your team can galvanize the crew as Lance Jones deflects the ball out of bounds. This Purdue team starting to play a little inspired here, and you got to love Braden Smith when he gets into that pull-up.
It's almost as if the flagrant against Mason is, as you said, lit a fire under our team. All of a sudden now they seem to be, as you said, inspired to play some basketball. Let's hope it's not a little too late. Purdue's down 7. Gary underneath the bucket. Count it. Foul on Gillis. An inbound baseline, and Gary found himself open on a hard cut. Jawan Gary with a basket. He has 6 points, and he'll have an and one opportunity. Second foul on Mason Gillis.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there. You're coming back a little bit, and then you just give up a real easy one there on an under out of bounds play on that simple back screen action in the middle of the floor.
Gary's foul shot is good. Bounced around a couple of times. Went into the basket. Now the fans are booing Purdue's Mason Gillis because he got knocked to the ground on the rebound try there. As the ball was coming through the basket, Mason looked at the official, held his hands up like, you're not going to give me that call?
He was just laughing. Felt like he got ripped to the floor.
And the fans saw it, and they're giving Mason Gillis the business. Purdue has the ball here. Purdue's down 10, 44-34. Inside to Edey. He's double-teamed on the block. Throws to Heide right wing, and he's fouled by a hustling Sam Hoiberg. That was just a matter of Hoiberg trying real hard to get to a deflected pass, but his momentum carried him right into Heide as Heide caught the ball. 2 fouls now on Sam Hoiberg.
Now, I think, Rob, we are in for a physical game here the rest of the way because you can tell the intensity in this building has ramped up.
17:20 to go here. Purdue's down 10 at 44-34. Purdue trailed by 11 at the halftime break. Gillis faking a three at the top of the key to Jones, a three on the right wing. Triple time. Lance Jones has 5 second-half points. Purdue's within 7.
Well, whatever they said to Lance Jones at halftime, it has certainly worked thus far. Big triple, stepping into that one with confidence on the right wing.
Bryce Williams to Mast as he crosses the half-court barrier. Tominaga left it down low for Mast and turned it over. He tried a no-look pass to Mast under the bucket and threw it away, and now the Nebraska fans think a foul should have been called against Purdue. You're right. All of a sudden, this game's gotten a little chippy. Not only the players, but the fans are getting after it too. Purdue's down 7 with the ball. 16:50 to go in the game. Lobbing for Cam Heide, tipped away at the rim. Good defense by Nebraska. They stop the lob at the rim. Williams will drive. His shot good. 2 points for Bryce Williams, his first scoring of the game. And the lead is at 9 at 46-37. Braden Smith to the left elbow. Stopping, leaning, finding Jones behind him for an open three. Lance will shoot, hit it again. Lance Jones has 8 points all of the second half. We haven't even played 4 minutes of the second half. Purdue's down 46-40. Bryce Williams over the timeline, right to left in those white uniforms. Nebraska wears white, Purdue wears black. Huskers with an excellent 12-3 record on the season. Tominaga dribbling high right wing perimeter, guarded closely by Gillis. Shot clock at 7. He's going to try to work one-on-one against Gillis. Step back 3 on the way. Air ball. Barely grazed the rim. I said air ball. It barely nicked the rim. Purdue with the ball. Braden Smith, top of the key. His 3 on the way. Good. Braden Smith with a triple. Nebraska needs a timeout because just like that, Purdue is within 3 points. A triple for Braden Smith. A timeout on the floor. Nebraska 46, Purdue 43. 15:45 to go on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello? It's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, no trolley with... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count. For your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This is Braden Smith, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Fitting, Braden Smith, who just knocked in a 3-point shot for the Boilermakers. Purdue is trailing 46-43. Purdue, on the average, shoots 22 threes a game. In this game, with 15:45 to go, Purdue has already shot 21 threes. Made 9 of them. Purdue's down 3.
What an inspired effort here by Purdue in this second half. After an extremely lackluster first half, you get a questionable flagrant foul call against Purdue's Mason Gillis. Juwan Gary then helps the Boilers out by missing both flagrant foul shots, and Purdue, ever since that stoppage in play, has been inspired and really taken it to the Cornhuskers. And of course, making shots has also helped. Lance Jones, 2 huge threes, and Braden Smith's 3 right there off the top of the key right before the timeout. Purdue right back in it.
Purdue is 3 of 3 from the three-point line here in the second half. Purdue opens the second half on a 13-5 scoring run. But Nebraska now with the ball. Bryce Williams down inside to Mask. Spins and shoots with a left-handed hook and scores. Rink Mask now 16 points, and it's 48-43 Nebraska.
And that's where if you have the ability to shoot with either hand on the post, he is able to go left hand over his right shoulder away from Zach Edey coming on the double team. Impressive.
Purdue the ball, attacking the basket to our right here in the second half. Into the corner it goes, driving Mason Gillis, shooting a 12-footer, missing. Rebounded Edey, went back to the bucket and scored. Edey, his 4th point of the game, but it's a big offensive reload there for Zach. Purdue's down 48-45. Rink Mask will dribble once, stop at the top of the key and look for help, give to Hoiberg. Hoiberg in the corner to Gary, catch and shoot 3 for Juwan Gary is good. Juwan Gary, who's a 34% three-point shooter, makes the triple, and now it's 51-45.
What a huge shot there by Gary in the corner. He was not a good shooter at all last season. Definitely been a big addition to his game.
Purdue with the ball here. Heidi a 3 from straight away. He hits! Camden Heidi! 5 points in a game on that triple time from Heidi. Purdue's down 51-48.
What a huge hit there by Cam. He is not afraid to take those open threes. He stepped right into that one.
Tome Naga gives it up, high right elbow, caught by Mast. He squares up against Edey, fakes a 3, dribbles once, give to Hoiberg for an open 3, left wing, no. Heidi a rebound. Camden Heidi really helping Purdue here in the second half, in the starting lineup for the second half. Purdue with the ball, 13:55 remaining, driving Braden Smith to the rim. He was fouled. Bryce Williams commits his 3rd foul, and that will send to the line Braden Smith of the Boilermakers. Timeout on the floor, 13:54 to play. Purdue clawing their way back in it, trailing 51-48 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hancock County, Indiana, located just 15 minutes from downtown Indianapolis near I-70 and I-465, is open for business. Learn why we are one of the fastest growing communities in Indiana. With access to available land, infrastructure, transportation, and a regional airport, join other national brands like Amazon, Carvana, and Walmart, and discover why we are the best kept secret in Central Indiana. This message brought to you by the Hancock County Economic Development Council. Visit us at HancockEDC.com or at 317-477-7241.
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
You want it? We got it. University Bookstore has you covered on all Purdue athletic sports apparel. Shop online at PurdueU.com. Anything and everything you need. Or visit us at our main location across from the Union and our stadium store across from Mackey Arena. You want it? We got it. Only at
University Bookstore, we're more than just a bookstore.
the official textbook source for Purdue athletics.
This is your moment, your time to shine, your comeback. You're ready for the next step in your career, and you want an education employers respect. So you're not just going back to school, you're coming back with Purdue Global. Backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected public universities, Purdue Global is built for people who bring their life experience into the online classroom. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
I'm Alexander Joyce, President, CEO of Rejoice Financial. When I talked to Purdue football coach Ryan Walters the other day, we talked about the need to create a plan for each game and the need to make adjustments at halftime. Retirement planning is no different. My exclusive one-on-one interview with Coach Walters is available now only at rejoicefinancial.com.
Work with the best financial coach of the game. Alexander Joyce and Rejoice Financial can get your retirement game plan in order. Call 317-903-9157 to schedule a visit now.
Nebraska 51, Purdue 48. Join Boilermaker Alliance today. Purdue's official name, image, and likeness collective supporting Purdue athletes. Visit BoilermakerAlliance.com to learn more. Purdue trailed 41-30 at the halftime horn. Boilermakers 18-10 in the second half to get within shouting distance here, the Huskers. Timeout taken by Fred Hoiberg in Nebraska after Purdue has made quite a push here to put themselves right back in the ballgame. Josiah Alec is going to sub in for Nebraska. See if Purdue will go to the bench. Purdue hasn't subbed yet in the second half. Yes, they will. Trey Kaufman-Renn will make his first appearance of the second half as he enters the game for Purdue, replacing Mason Gillis. At the foul line will be Purdue's Braden Smith. Braden in this game has 8 points. He's made 2 3-point shots. He is a 79% foul shooter. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists against Illinois Friday, and he makes the first foul shot.
I liked Braden's aggressiveness there at the top of the key area. He had the entire right side to himself there, and he just, little stutter step, rip and go, got past his defender.
And he makes both foul shots. 10 points for Braden, who averages 13. And Purdue's within one, 51-50, after trailing by 11 at the halftime break. And here's a foul on Purdue. Camden Heide was trying to fight over a screen, but in doing so, he knocked down Lawrence, Jamarcus Lawrence.
Cam being physical there, chasing Wilcher around a screen. They must have felt like he gave a little too much physicality getting through that Lawrence screen on the right wing.
Nebraska with the ball on the sideline, out of bounds. Finding C.J. Wilcher. Now top of the key to Mast. Rink Mast wants to drive on Trey Kaufman-Renn. Stops, kicks in the corner. Alec will shoot a 3, and he will make it. Josiah Alec makes his 4th 3 of the season. He was 3 of 11 before that 3-point shot, but he made it. Nebraska's up 4, 54-50. Inside to Edey, spinning and shooting and scoring over Mast. 6 points for Zach Edey. How about Josiah Alec? 3 of 11 this year in the 3-point game, and he just knocked down a triple in the corner.
The Gary and Alec back-to-back threes in that same corner.
Wilcher, an off-balance 3, and a foul on Heide. 3 foul shots coming for C.J. Wilcher. Matt Painter thinks the official, Mr. O'Brien, might have been tricked on that one by some really good acting by C.J. Wilcher. And hey, he's a junior. He's been around the block a little bit. He knows how to embellish, and he'll get 3 foul shots.
Yeah, per the rule, it's probably the right call as Wilcher quickly, as soon as he catches it, he quickly just goes into his shooting motion as he makes the first free throw. And Camden Heide in a full sprint, not able to stop his momentum, and so he slightly gets into Wilcher's lower body. And then Wilcher, as you said, did embellish the contact to get the officials' sight. And right there, Wilcher makes the second free throw.
Wilcher on the season, 14 of 16 at the foul line coming in. He's now 18 of 20 on the season. One more foul shot coming for C.J. Wilcher. Transfer from Xavier. Played his first year at Xavier. He's a junior now. He has 7 points as he made all 3 foul shots. And it's 57-52 Nebraska at the 13-minute mark. Lance Jones a 3 on the left wing. Short, rebounded by Jamarcus Lawrence. I don't know if Purdue needed that shot there. That was a contested 3 early in the shot clock. Alec, top of the key, gives to Gary. Right wing, caught by Hoiberg. Now to Wilcher. He'll shoot a 3 on the right wing. Good. C.J. Wilcher has scored 6 in a row. And now the lead at 8 at 60-52. 12:30 to go in this ball game. So Nebraska punches back. And a steal. A steal for Hoiberg. Run out. Layup good. Timeout Purdue. Just when the Boilermakers had climbed back into the ball game. 8 in a row for Nebraska. And that lead is 62-52 on a Central Indiana Honda dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Honda drivers, if you want to keep your Honda a Honda, only service your Honda with the experts at your local Honda dealer. They use genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to service all Hondas, keeping your Honda a Honda. Don't trust your investment to anyone else. Only service with genuine Honda parts and factory-certified technicians to make sure your Honda stays 100% Honda. When you need service for your Honda, search your local Honda dealer.
At Series Solutions, we're proud to back the Boilers season after season. Boilermakers know you can count on Series for all of your agronomy inputs, technology, power fuels, propane gas, and more. For almost 100 years, Series Solutions has been a trusted local partner. We've earned our spot as a preferred local co-op, serving your team right here in Boiler Country. We invite you to grow with us. Learn more online at series.coop. That's CERES.COOP. And boiler up.
We Boilermakers show our pride in a number of ways, from a Purdue flag flying high on game day to a black and gold tie worn to the office. That loyalty is built on precious memories, time-honored traditions, and lifelong friendships. It's everlasting, and it stays with you wherever you go. So whether you're at Mackey Arena, your hometown grocery store, or across the country, the pride is always there. And now with the Purdue Federal Visa Signature Card, you have one more way to show your pride. Purdue Federal, the official credit card for Purdue fans everywhere. Federally insured by NCAA.
Higher yield potential starts with the season-long systemic disease protection of Xyway brand fungicides from FMC. Xyway brand fungicides protect corn crops from key foliar diseases and support physiological benefits that help develop healthier, higher-yielding corn for a difference you'll appreciate at harvest. Visit your FMC retailer for an at-plant advantage. Always read and follow all label directions.
This is Coach Terry Johnson, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Purdue trailing Nebraska 62-52. 52 Beams Maternal Services provides in-home breastfeeding and postpartum support for new moms who need a little extra TLC. Schedule your appointment today at 52beamsmaternalservices.com.
Well, after a valiant comeback here to start this half, cutting it from 11 down to 1, unfortunately, this little spurt here by the Cornhuskers has put this thing back to double figures and pretty much washed away everything Purdue had done in those first 8 minutes. Still a lot of ball game left, though.
Purdue got within 2, then Wilcher 6 straight points, followed by a Hoiberg layup. Just like that, that lead is back at 10. Boilermakers with the ball, 12-12 to go. Still a ton of time here. Fletcher Lawyer from the baseline will stop. And as he tried to throw it underneath the bucket to Edey, it actually hit into the chest of Alec, who then stepped out of bounds. So Purdue keeps the ball with 11 on the shot clock. Fletch just kind of drove himself into some real trouble there. Nowhere to go with the ball, but luckily Nebraska couldn't do anything with it either. And now the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zach Edey. Zach hits himself on the chest. He said, bad catch, bad hands by me. And that's Purdue's 11th turnover.
That's one you don't see very often from Zach. He's usually extremely sure-handed, but was getting bumped a little bit from behind and just had that one squirt right through his hands.
11:50 to play. Nebraska up 10. Wilcher a 3 from straight away. C.J. Wilcher carrying the Huskers here in the second half. He knocks in a triple, and just like that, the lead back at 13. And Hoiberg almost stole another ball, and then a foul by Lawrence. Lawrence, hustling after a loose ball, actually reaches and fouls Fletcher Lawyer. Second foul on Jamarcus Lawrence.
Well, Purdue caught in a little bit of a delay in their switch. It's a back screen like on like. Purdue tried to switch it, didn't get the switch done quick enough. Fletcher Lawyer caught behind on Wilcher, gives Wilcher enough space.
Purdue's down 13 with the ball, working left to right here. Braden Smith in the front court dribbling. Throws it into Edey on the left block. Out to Lawyer. He'll shoot a 3 on an inside out and hit it. Fletcher Lawyer silences the crowd for the moment. Second 3 of the game for Lawyer. He has 10 points. Purdue's down 65-55.
Well, hopefully that gets Fletch locked in. Much needed triple there for Purdue, but now got to get some stops.
Lawrence driving right baseline. Finds Jawan Geary on the right block. His bank shot is missed and is rebounded by Purdue's Zach Edey. Ahead to Braden Smith. Finds Lance Jones right wing. Puts it on the deck. Tried to throw it into Edey. Edey got it, and he dunks. He catches and dunks. 8 points for Zach Edey. Purdue within 8 at 65-57.
Well, there was finally an incident where I think Zach may have got fouled from behind. They didn't call it, which was nice because it allowed Zach to flush it with 2 hands.
Lawrence, a floater from short right wing. No. Rebounded Edey. Purdue down 8, but with the ball. Lance Jones wants to drive on Alec, and he was fouled by Alec. Alec tried to slide over and couldn't get there in time. Third foul on Josiah Alec. Team foul number 6 on Nebraska. Huskers will sub Rink Mast back into the game. They'll also sub back in Keisei Tominaga and Bryce Williams. 10:31 to go, and Purdue's trailing 65-57. Purdue has the ball, baseline right, attacking the basket to our right. Purdue 4-3 all time here in the Pinnacle Bank Arena. They won last year in overtime by scoring 65 points. Tonight, 65 won't be enough. Deep three from Lance Jones is short from the left wing. Rebounded Braden Smith, however. He gives to Edey, who was fouled on his way to the basket. Excellent offensive rebound by Braden Smith, who then quickly dumped it to Edey. And Edey got fouled on his way to the rim.
Really good instincts there by Braden Smith to track that missed three that was well short from Lance Jones, just bouncing off the front of the iron and then dropping it off to Zach. Zach now missed his last 4 free throws here, dating back to last game. Let's hope he can knock some of these down. And he does just that, sinking the first one.
Thank you, Mr. Edey. 9 points for Zach. He does have 7 rebounds as well. That free throw makes it Nebraska 65, Purdue 58, with 10:19 remaining. Purdue was throwing haymakers to start the second half, and Nebraska, to their credit, they came punching back. Quick timeout on the floor because we have some bleeding. A lower right leg of Fletcher Lawyer. Athletic trainer Chad Young is getting him cleaned up. It's actually on the right knee for Fletch.
From a defensive standpoint here, now we got Wilcher, who's really cooking offensively, and Tominaga in the game at the same time. So 2 really tough covers on the perimeter for Purdue.
Oh, Zach missed the second foul shot. It bounced in and bounced out. Rebounded by Bryce Williams of Nebraska. Huskers with the ball, and they're up 7. Bryce Williams dribbling between the circles with his right hand, guarded by Braden Smith. Goes at high left wing to Gary, gives it right back to Williams at the top of the key. He dribbles to the right elbow. Now wants a clear out. He'll shoot a deep three with Edey guarding him, makes it. Bryce Williams, who went scoreless in the first half, now has 5 second half points, and it's back to a 10-point lead for Nebraska. Into the corner, Lawyer driving, lobbing for Edey. Catches against Wilcher, and a foul on Wilcher. That'll be a 1-and-1 for Zach Edey. First foul of the game on C.J. Wilcher.
Nice vision there by Fletcher Lawyer, driving baseline. Once again, it's looking like, wow, maybe he's going to be stuck here with nowhere to go, but he sees Zach across the lane, just lobs it up to the 7-4 center where Nebraska couldn't get to it. But, man, how about the three-point shooting by Nebraska here this entire game, just in general. But right there, you know, it just feels like this whole second half as Purdue's made these runs, whether that's Gary or Alec or now Bryce Williams with a deep three over the contested arm of Zach Edey. They've just really come through with huge shot making.
Edey with a couple of dribbles, wearing number 15 on that black jersey and making the foul shot. Edey in double figures with 10 points. He had 2 points at the halftime break. Friday night against Illinois, 10 points, 15 rebounds for Zach. Purdue down 68-59. Another free throw, good. And Caleb First will sub in for Zach Edey. So a couple of made free throw shots there by Zach Edey. 9:39 to go. Is that score right? Should it not be 68-60, or is my math wrong? Right now it's 68-59.
Should be 60, yep.
Nebraska does have the ball to Rink Mask. High right elbow extended, guarded by Caleb First. Squares up First, now tries to dribble against him. Gets to the foul line, stops, spins, shoots with a right-handed hook shot, and he misses it. And it's rebounded by Caleb First. Now it's loose on the floor, picked up by Lance Jones. Really good defense there. Caleb First holding his ground against Mast. Driving Lance Jones to the rim. He found a crease, and he goes to the basket. 10 second half points for Lance Jones. Purdue trails by 6 at 9:05 to go in the game.
That's that ability Lance gives you with his burst to get all the way to the rim.
Jawan Gary underneath the bucket. His layup is missed. Somehow it was missed. Lost out of bounds. Last touch by Fletcher Lawyer of Purdue. Purdue got Gary to miss a point-blank layup, but couldn't secure the defensive rebound.
Yeah, you really would have loved to be able to secure that one. You get Gary, a pretty makeable shot for him. He rolls off the rim. You got some momentum going. You could have been able to push in transition, but the thing squirts away between Mason and Fletcher.
Purdue down 6. Nebraska the ball. In the corner. Catch and shoot Wilcher 3. Wow. C.J. Wilcher taking over the game in the second half.
Wow, what a high degree of difficulty shot. Once again, deep in that right corner, moving off the screen. That's a pretty good contest there by Camden Heide.
71-62, Purdue trails. We're down to 8:31 to go. Lance Jones, a deep three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Braden Smith on the right sideline. He'll shoot a baseline jumper. He'll miss it. Rink Mast rebounds for Nebraska. Purdue had a couple of good looks there, but neither of them would go. Nebraska 71, Purdue 62. And the Huskers have the ball. Wilcher, another three. Oh, that went in and out, but Mast rebounds. And a foul on Purdue. Well, you finally get Wilcher to miss a three, but then you don't secure the defensive carom. Foul on Mason Gillis, his third. Nebraska will have the ball out of bounds. That's Purdue's fifth team foul. Ethan Morton will sub in for Purdue. We have 8:08 to play. Purdue's down 9. Purdue has been as close as 2 in the second half. Crowd on their feet here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. They've been on their feet most of the night. Great crowd here tonight. Rooting for the Huskers. Rink Mast dribbling to the top of the key and stopping. Gives to a teammate, Bryce Williams, who lost his footing. Bryce calls timeout to save possession, and will take a timeout as well with 8 minutes exactly to play. Nebraska 71, Purdue 62 on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First, we do more than lend. We lift up our rural communities that we serve, too. From our day-to-day business of providing reliable credit to farmers and rural residents, to our community investment efforts and scholarships for college students, we help Indiana's rural communities find their next level. Visit FCMA.com to learn more about how we work with partners like Purdue University. Boiler up. Farm Credit Mid-America and Rural First are equal opportunity lenders.
That to-do list you have needs one more thing. Chill. It's an easy thing to do. Just crack open an ice-cold Coors Light and chill. Take the afternoon off and binge watch anything. Go to happy hour and stay for a couple hours. Who's counting anyways? Or hang out with just your dog, because you've had enough human interaction this week. Whatever you do it with a Coors Light. Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill.
2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly. Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff. Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Purdue has out-rebounded Nebraska 28-23, but in the turnover department, it's 11-6. Purdue 11, Nebraska 6. So the possessions are even. Purdue +5 on the glass, -5 in turnover game. And Nebraska's three-point shooting, boy, it is something to write home about, fans. They're 62% from three right now, and Nebraska leads 71-62.
Yeah, it feels like for Purdue to come back and win this game, they're going to have to play a pretty flawless, clean rest of the half as far as the turnovers go, and then obviously going to need Nebraska to cool off a little bit from deep.
Just a little bit. 8 minutes remaining exactly. Nebraska the ball, white uniforms, right to left for the Huskers here playing at home. Mast to a back-cutting Bryce Williams, who missed a bunny. He had a left-handed layup and somehow missed it. Purdue gets lucky there. Boilermakers with a ball, trailing by 9. You're going to need a little bit of luck down the stretch here. Caleb First at the left elbow, kicks it in the corner. Now to Mason Gillis, perimeter left to Morton, top of the key. Left side to Braden Smith. Shot clock is at 10. Uses a screen from First to get to the top of the key. Stops, leans in, kicks it way out to Morton. 2 on the shot clock. He has to throw up a wild 3. It's an air ball. It's a shot clock violation. That was a bad offensive possession from the word go. And that's Purdue's 12th turnover. Zach Edey will sub in for Caleb First.
That's a play where it's behind Braden. Braden's driving that thing. He's got an open player behind him, but his momentum and head of steam taking him towards the rim got him in trouble there.
Purdue, turnover Nebraska. Mast tried to find a cutting Williams and threw it out of bounds baseline left. Purdue, the 15th highest scoring team in the country, 85 points a game. Right now, Purdue is at 62 with 7:06 to play.
Well, 7 minutes to go, down 9. Getting close to that time where it's go time for the Boilers.
Yeah, if you're going to make a run, it's going to have to happen sooner rather than later. Right wing Jones. Purdue's only lost once all year, and Purdue turned it over. A bad pass by Lance Jones, rebounded by Rink Mast of Nebraska. 13 Purdue turnovers. Mast, left side Gary, drives into the left block, shoots a floater and scores. Jawan Gary with his layup. Pushes the lead out to 11, which is where it was at halftime. An 11-point lead for Nebraska. 73-62. Braden Smith to Edey. He dunks. He drew the extra defender. Through to Zach Edey. Zach dunks it home. Purdue's down 9, 73-64.
And that just puts your defense in a major issue if you're Nebraska with the blow-by. Great dump off.
Tominaga layup, no. Blocked partially by Edey. Rebounded Heidi. Purdue on the run left to right with numbers. Lance Jones to the rim. Blocked by Gary. And saved inbounds by Bryce Williams of Nebraska. Oh, you felt like Purdue was going to come away with 2 points there. Instead, Nebraska makes a stand defensively.
What a huge block there off the window. Looked like, as you said, Lance had an angle.
And then Lance fouls Bryce Williams on the other end. 6 team fouls now. First foul on Lance, but that's team foul number 6 on the Boilermakers with just 5:50 to play. Purdue down 9, 73-64. Again, Nebraska has not beaten the number 1 team in the country here in Lincoln since 1964. Mast against Edey will spin and shoot with a left hand and throw up an air ball. And Camden Heidi comes away with a rebound for Purdue. Purdue on the run left to right. 5.5 to play. Smith a 3 in transition. No. Rebounded by... It's still getting bounced around. Lance Jones got it at half court. Throws to Heidi for an open 3. He missed it. Edey called for a foul over the back. Matt Painter can't believe it. 3rd foul on Zach. Boy, Heidi had a good look in the corner. We'll walk to the other end for a 1-and-1.
Yeah, if you're going to come back in this game down 9, you're going to need to make those open 3s right there. Braden Smith and Camden Heidi on that possession get 2 really nice looks. Unfortunately, both go begging. And then, tough call there goes against Zach as he's trying to get that offensive rebound.
Bryce Williams to the foul line. He has 5 points all in the second half. He had 10 points, 6 assists against Wisconsin in the loss at Madison over the weekend. Last year, playing at Charlotte, the MVP of the CBI. Now playing here in the Big Ten. And he makes the first foul shot he attempts to push the lead back to 10, 74-64. Purdue got within 2 early in the second half, made a push. But to Nebraska's credit, they pushed right back. Second one on the way. Williams is good. Got a kind roll. And the lead at 11, 75-64. Braden Smith with a screen, top of the key from Edey. Hesitates, now dribbles to the right elbow and stops. Out to Mason Gillis, who will fake a 3 left wing. Throws it top side to Loyal. Now into Edey. Here comes the triple team. Edey to Braden Smith. Perimeter right, spins, stops, throws in a corner from Mason Gillis, 3 left corner, good. Mason Gillis has 16 points. In this ballgame, he's made 5 3-point shots. Purdue down 75-67.
That is a massive shot there by Mason. Still keeping the Boilers with a little bit of life.
Still have a pulse to the Boilermakers. Nebraska the ball, though. Time ticking away at 4:40, and a foul on Camden Heidi. Away from the ball on a cutting Keisei Tominaga. Third foul on Heidi, but more importantly, a 1-and-1 for Tominaga, who on the season has only missed 6 free throws for the entire year.
Coach Painter talking to Rob Riley. He says he feel like Keisei Tominaga flopped on that one to embellish the call against Camden Heidi.
Tominaga at the line, the left-handed shooter from Japan, wears number 30 on the white jersey and makes the foul shot. He was the guy that got real hot at the end of the first half, if you're just joining us. He hit 4 threes in the final 5 minutes of the first half, which really elevated Nebraska to a new level in this game. That was his first point of the second half. Second foul shot on the way, good. So 14 in the game for Tominaga. But now Purdue down 76-67. Braden Smith dribbling down the left side of the paint. Kicking it out to Gillis, top of the key, right wing Lawyer. Lawyer fumbled the ball, got it back. Into the corner, Braden Smith. Now to Lawyer. 3 on the way. Perimeter right. Good for Fletcher Lawyer. A triple for Fletch, his third of the game. Purdue trying to hang tough, trailing 77-70 with 4:21 to play.
Purdue right there. Just got to keep making good offensive possession, stepping up and hitting your jumpers. And then defense, got to get stops. Got to defend without fouling here with the Huskers in the bonus.
Good call. Can Purdue do that? Tominaga, perimeter right. Contested 3. Good. With Heidi right in his face.
Unbelievable, this dude.
Purdue with the ball. Lawyer will drive. He stepped out of bounds. Oh, traveling. In the right corner. I thought he'd stepped out of bounds. He's actually traveling. Purdue's down 80-70. Nebraska has the ball. And Purdue's running out of time. 3:54 to play on the Central Indiana Honda Dealer scoreboard. Nebraska 80, Purdue 70. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products, just 20 miles down the road from Ross 8 Stadium, we're not just really good bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans.
We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're Boilermakers.
I'm Russ Sherwood, president at Indiana Kitchen, and on behalf of everyone here, we're proud to say our bacon is more than just locally made. Our Indiana Kitchen bacon is boiler made.
Visit IndianaKitchen.com, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
You know you've got a comeback in you. When you take the next step, you're going to make it count for your career, for your family, for your life. You can earn a degree you're proud of with Purdue Global. Purdue Global is backed by Purdue University, one of the nation's most respected and innovative public universities. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. This is your comeback. Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Folks ask, Salty Pete, what's the best part of being a pirate? Hello, it's all the buried treasure. I've been following this here treasure map all day. Time to dig. Oh, I went through a lesson, old Charlie was... Arr!
Hey, that weird pirate guy just took out a power line.
Blow me down. Literally.
Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Electric Plus has the mission to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana, leading the league in new construction, modernizations, and service repair. Family-owned and operated Electric Plus serves our communities with pride. We have 24/7 emergency coverage for all businesses, with offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington. Check us out online today. Visit electricplus.com and boiler up.
The Matt Painter Show each week is presented by Jimco Constructors. Join us Monday nights at Walk-Ons in the Purdue Memorial Union to catch the show live. At Walk-Ons, it is always game day with a taste of Louisiana. Also, tune into the same radio station or watch it on Purdue's Facebook and Twitter pages. Matt Painter Show brought to you by Jimco Constructors. Our next show, by the way, will come your way Monday, January 22nd. Purdue's trailing 80-70, 3:54 to play. And look at that Nebraska three-point shooting, Bob Riddell. 14 of 22. That is 64% from 3.
Yeah, you're going to have a really difficult time, of course, trying to beat somebody on their home floor when they shoot the ball this well from long range. It's obviously not been Purdue's best game by any means, but this Cornhusker team is making contested shot after contested shot from deep.
C.J. Wilcher has made him. Keisei Tominaga has made him. And here's a layup for Alec. Left-handed layup, and now the lead at 12. The biggest lead of the game for Nebraska. And this is the largest deficit Purdue has faced all year, 12 points. Purdue also trailed by 12 against Alabama. But that was in the first half against the Crimson Tide. Lawyer will drive. He'll shoot a banker that misses. And it's rebounded by Bryce Williams. 3:13 remaining. Nebraska the ball in a 12-point lead. Clock ticking down to 3:05. Nebraska looking to knock off the number one team in the country here on their home floor on a snowy evening in Lincoln. Jawan Gary will dribble to the top of the key with his left hand and give to Tominaga, who works his way to the high right wing of the shot clock at 4. Tominaga sizing up Heidi. Catch it. He'll shoot a 3. Air ball right wing. Saved in bounds and then out of bounds. Alec saved it off of his fingertips, but he tipped it out of bounds in the process. Lawyer out of the game. Lance Jones in. We're down to 2:43 to go, and Purdue's down 82-70.
We'll give Cam Heidi a lot of credit. That was a really nice defensive possession there by him, getting a high contest on that Tominaga 3.
Heidi's played a bunch here in the second half. He started the second half for Purdue. Inside Edey, blocked from behind. Williams. Edey thought there should have been a foul called. So did Matt Painter. But tonight, Purdue, nothing going their way. It's been all Huskers. Quite frankly, from the tip when they jumped out to an 8-2 lead. Purdue turned it over on their first possession of the game, and that set the rest of the narrative. Just hasn't been Purdue's night. Williams will drive, and he will travel. Really good defense by Camden Heidi. Cam's played a lot of valuable minutes tonight. It's going to come down in a loss, however, but Camden has really played well for Purdue.
No doubt. It's been impressive to see Cam, give the effort he's given. I feel like he's played really hard. He hasn't been perfect. He's made a couple mistakes here or there, but he's been really a bright spot for Purdue tonight. 2 minutes remaining. Purdue trailing by 12. Purdue needs a miracle now. Purdue at the top of the key with Lance Jones driving. Side stepping, finding Gillis. Out to the wing, Braden Smith. Now into the corner. A 3 on the way. Missed by Purdue. Rebounded by Bryce Williams. And the Huskers fans can feel it now with 1:40 to play. Purdue's electing not to foul, trailing by 12 with 90 seconds to go. Huskers will move to 13-3, 3-2 in the league. Purdue will fall to 3-2 in the conference. And 14-2 overall. Mast will drive, layup good. 18 in the game for Mast with 1:15 to go. 14-point lead, Nebraska. Braden Smith to Edey. He will dunk. And a timeout, Purdue. Foul, or a bucket, I should say, for Edey. 15 points for Zach. 1:08 remains. Nebraska 84, Purdue 72. Nebraska beats the number one team in the country for the first time since 1982. They'll beat the number one team in the country in a home game for the first time since 1964. And Matt Painter is spending most of this time out giving it to official Rob Riley. Coach Painter has not been pleased with the officiating tonight. Although he will be the first to tell you, officiating had nothing to do with Purdue turning the ball over way too much. And Purdue watching Nebraska scorch them with three-point shots. Nebraska in this game from the three-point line, 14 of 23. Purdue has made 13 threes, but 13 of 32. 1:08 remains. I'm not so sure Coach Payne didn't take the timeout just to give the officials a couple extra minutes of his thoughts on his mind. Payne definitely let out some pent-up frustration there on Rob Riley.
Because Purdue's not going to foul. I mean, Purdue stopped the clock, but Purdue's not looking to foul as we're back. Oh, I beg your pardon, they will foul. Braden did reach in and foul Bryce Williams. I didn't think Purdue was going to foul. Looked like they were going to wave the white flag. 1-1 for Bryce Williams. It's Nebraska 84, Purdue 72. Up next for Purdue, Penn State at Mackey Arena Saturday afternoon, a 2:15 tip-off. Odd start time, fans, so please remember that. 2:15 the tip Saturday, Penn State at Purdue. Free throw on the way for Williams is good. Bryce Williams has 8 points all in the second half against a 13.5-point average. Nebraska, good free throw shooting team tonight as well, 13 of 16. They've just shot it well, quite frankly, from everywhere tonight. And they have earned this victory as Williams makes them both. 86-72, 1 minute to play. Lance Jones drives, had a shot blocked by Williams. Rebounded Nebraska. Will Purdue foul? I don't think. Yeah, they will. Matt was saying don't foul. Yeah, Matt was trying to tell. Well, he's telling Cam two things. A, we don't want to foul, and we certainly don't want to foul Keisei Tominaga.
Right. Granted, at this point, it doesn't really matter with the deficit and the time and score. But, as far as a young player goes, that's what Coach Painter, it's a teaching moment, right? Like, hey, if this game actually was a little closer and we had a chance, we got to try to get that ball out of Tominaga's hands before we foul.
Don't want to be fouling that guy. Free throws here for Keisei Tominaga, the lefty, and it's good. It was his 4 3-point shots, a barrage late in the first half that really opened it up for Nebraska. One more foul shot coming for Tominaga. Got it with 48 seconds to go. The concern now for Purdue is getting the players off the court safely because we're about to have a court storm. Raise your hand if you've seen one of these before against our Boilermakers. Gillis a 3 on the left wing. No. Rebounded Juwan Gary. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock at 25. Game clock at 30. 88-72. Nebraska leading. Shot clock at 10. And Nebraska's just going to take the turnover here. Mass just dribbling it out, and there we'll have the stoppage on the shot clock violation with 6 seconds to play. So again, now it's just a matter of getting Purdue safely to the locker room here to avoid the court storm. The students have already moved down close to the court. We know what's coming here. 88-72. 6 seconds to go. Purdue inbounds in the backcourt to Braden Smith. And he will dribble up to half court. He won't attempt the shot. There's no need. Nebraska will win and beat the number 1 team in the country by the final score of 88-72. 88-72 the final. Nebraska beats Purdue. The first win against the number 1 team in the country here in a game played in Lincoln since they beat the Michigan Wolverines in this city back in 1964. Nebraska 88, Purdue 72. That is the final. Purdue falls to 14-2. 3-2 in conference play. Nebraska 13-3. They also now 3-2 in Big Ten action. The post-game show begins when we come back. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana soybean farmers and their checkoff.
I get paid to do this. How cool is it?
Wow. It's like me getting paid to be a coach. And for me, I don't think there's a place out there better for me than Purdue University.
Hi, I'm Kate Young, host of This is Purdue, the official podcast of Purdue University. Over the last 3 years, my conversations with Boilermakers have been serious, informative, and in the case of that exchange with former Purdue basketball coach Gene Cady and current head coach Matt Painter, downright fun. Be sure to follow This is Purdue on your favorite podcast app or on YouTube.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
Attention fans, do you want a chance to win tickets to see the Boilermakers take on the Michigan State Spartans on March 2nd? Winner gets 2 tickets, hospitality passes, VIP parking, and a signed basketball. All you have to do is register at PurdueSports.com/basketballVIP by February 23rd, 2024 for a chance to win this amazing opportunity brought to you by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and Purdue Athletics.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball has been brought to you by your Central Indiana Ford dealers are a proud sponsor of Purdue Basketball. Visit your local Central Indiana Ford dealer today. Also brought to you by Intervision Advanced Medical Imaging, the official imaging partner of Purdue Athletics. And by Case IH. Take your success off the court and out into the field with Case IH's superior farming tools. Visit your local Case IH dealer or learn more at caseih.com/Boilermakers. Now back to courtside.
The number 1 team in the country goes down tonight on the road. Purdue, ranked number 1, loses to Nebraska in Lincoln, Nebraska. 88-72 is the final. Nebraska continues to play at a high level this season. They're now 13-3. They are 3-2 in conference action. Purdue is now 14-2. The Boilermakers are 3-2 in conference action. And remember, Purdue does not get a shot at redemption at Mackey Arena against the Cornhuskers. This was the only regular season meeting this year between these two teams. Before we go any further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker Basketball from Learfield. C.J. Wilcher, 3 3-point buckets in the second half. Big hits for Nebraska when they needed them badly. Excellent play off the bench from Sam Hoiberg tonight for Nebraska. He had a couple of steals for run-out layups. The son of the coach finishes with 9 points. They were really the catalyst of the second half, along with Bryce Williams, who had 9 points all in the second half. Jawan Gary played well tonight for Nebraska. 11 points for him. And in the first half, it was all Keisei Tominaga and Rink Mast. Mast finishes with 18 points, but 14 of those came in the first half. He started the game by scoring the first 8 points of the game for Nebraska and got them off to a great start. 8-2 was the Nebraska lead right out of the gate, with all 8 points coming from Mast. Tominaga, I mentioned his 4 3-point hits late in the first half, which gave Nebraska some real breathing room against Purdue late in the half in the last 3 minutes or so. Tominaga finishes the game with 19. So look at all the double-digit scores Nebraska had tonight. And I should also mention Bryce Williams also ended up with 11 rebounds. So he ends up with 9 points and 11 rebounds. The one guy that doesn't go into double-digit scoring still gets the job done for the Huskers on the boards with his 11 rebounds. Nebraska 4 in double-figure scoring tonight, another 2 with 9 points apiece. And the Huskers knock off the number 1 team in the land by the final score of 88-72. Rob Blackman is my name. Bobby Riddell is in the Purdue locker room as we speak, visiting with Purdue head coach Matt Painter. We will hear their comments in a bit. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
You work hard